Hello people, in this video let's look at this book Forensic Medicine and Toxicology for MBBS by Anil Agarwal. Let's look inside this book. That's toxicology. Let's look at the contents. Chapter on legal procedure, medical law, ethics, identification of what? Oh, of one person, identity. Bone indices, intersex, skeletal remains, teeth, age determination, is it? Ossification of humerus, age of fetus, how to determine. Then, this is about the anterior fontanelle, isn't it? Okay guys, human hair, etc. Medico-legal autopsy. So this is your post-mortem basically. Then, thanatology, death and its causes. Thanatology means what? Something to do with death, is it? Let's look at that. Death and changes following death, artifacts, what are this? Classification of homicide, mechanical injuries. So all these are the topics that you have in forensics, so just pay attention. Then firearm injuries, all the guns, etc. they will teach you. Then electrical injuries, all that entry exit wound, regional injuries, coup and countercoup, that's in the head, isn't it, in the skull. Asphyxia, the types of strangulation, starvation, deaths associated with anesthesia and surgery. So this is like, could be idiopathic, sorry, what do I mean, iatrogenic, right, because of a doctor doing something. Cold and heat, impotence, sterility. So this and all is required for all the medico-legal claims of rape, etc. is it? And also divorce, marriage, virginity, pregnancy, delivery. So they should talk about male and female virginity here. Sexual offenses. This has a lot of things, guys. Sexual offenses. There are a lot of types of offenses. Unnatural offense, etc. Abortion. Infant death. Guys, are you paying attention? What are we looking at? We're looking at this book, Forensic Medicine and Toxicology. So we're looking at the contents in detail actually. Forensic psychiatry is there, guys. So you have to learn about delirium and hallucination and schizophrenia. And there's something called as if a person is psychiatrically ill, then he may not be criminally, what do you say? He is not going to be considered a criminal or something. Blood, biological stains, then poisons. This is toxicology, is it? So what is the difference between a poison and a toxin? See, a toxin comes from plant or animal source, from a natural source. But poison is something like your phenol, Dettol, Lysol, people drink all that. That becomes poison. If it is from an animal or a plant, then that will become a toxin. Okay. So you should understand the differences. Then poisons which cause hypotension, bradycardia, tachycardia. This will also help you in identifying the type of poison. So they don't have to make it so specific. But if you take organophosphorus poisoning, what will you have? Meiosis. And then you will have a lot of secretion. Bradycardia, can you have? A lot of secretions you will have in organophosphorus poisoning, isn't it? So you can differentiate and decide how to treat. Okay. Not sure if they're talking about treatment in this, but this is forensic book. Then coming to general principles of management of what? Of the toxicology and poisons, agricultural poisons, metallic irritants. Okay. Then we are almost at the end of the contents, guys. Don't worry. Animal poisons, CNS depressants, deliriant poisons, and asphyxiants and toxic gases like carbon monoxide, etc. War gases, okay. Riot control gases, some tear gas, is it? So all this you should know. The same thing, there is a difference between index. What is this? So much of index is there in this? Okay. So, okay, this is the content, is it? Oh, content is here, guys. So they're talking about content here. That was not the content, is it? So what is this? Part 2 is toxicology. So part 1 is forensic medicine, where they are talking about legal procedure, then medical ethics, okay, then identification of the person, same thing, mass disaster, autopsy, decomposed body, how to examine, exhumation. Exhumation means you're going to remove the body from its burial, right, and re-examine it. Thanatology, death, etc. So same thing, guys, don't worry. So let's look at a few things in this book, and let's hope not to look at anything private or sensitive. Let us look at this. What is this? This is the cephalic index, isn't it? Okay, I'm not sure you can use this word because now it's banned, but forensic book is still using this word. What is this? Fibers as seen under microscope. So where is hair, guys? Hair is not there? Oh, I thought one of this is hair. Okay. So what is this diagram here? Special cut resistant Kevlar glues. So are they going to use these glues for autopsy? Just turning some pages here and there. What is this? Honeycomb liver. When does honeycomb liver happen? Hold on. See, look at this liver. So the dead body they're talking about, I think. In winter, some changes are there. Okay. Honeycomb liver. Some Clostridium welchi produce gas. Okay. Honeycomb liver. Okay. Let's just turn a few more pages here and look at some diagrams. What is this? Right middle meningeal artery. Middle meningeal artery, is it? Showing areas. There is, wherever it ruptures more, they are showing. And anterior branches, they are showing. Pterion and asterion. 4 is pterion. 5 is asterion. Okay. Is that clear for you? If you are learning from this book, 4 is pterion and 5 is asterion. Okay. So, lot of images, not lot of images, I wouldn't say lot of images, very few images, but okay. So that's it, guys. We have looked at this book, Forensic Medicine and Toxicology for MBBS by Anil Agarwal. That's all for now in this video, guys. Bye bye.